have a review on these Vera Mona color switch duos. One's called the Solo and one's called the Duo. I kind of want to go through my thoughts on these real quick and what I think of them. These were sent to me for review purposes from the company, and I have to say I am super impressed with these little suckers. Okay, so the Solo is $16.99 and the Duo is $19.99. The difference is that the Solo is just one of the pads in here, and it's just to like color switch, to use your brush with any color you want, and then you can just swipe it off in here and then use it for another shade. The Duo in the center has a little pad for water where you can foil your eyeshadows, and I would even try putting mixing medium in there, and then you could use that to wet your shadow and then like do foiling and, you know, kind of do that glitter kind of thing. So that's the way the Duo looks like. I think both of them are great if you're only wanting to do it. If you're not someone who foils eyeshadows a lot, I would definitely go with the Solo. And if you're more into foiling and that kind of thing, then go with the Duo. They do have refills on them, and the refills are $7.99 and $9.99. I will, as always, put all the information and the link to their website down below. It's not an affiliate link, and my little Harley Quinn had flipped over. So, you know, it all depends like what you're interested in. Do I think this is a very, very cool little thing to have? I do really think so. I am someone, and don't laugh at me, I am someone who always has one of these little rags on my vanity, and that's what I've been using to wipe makeup off, but that doesn't hardly do anything whatsoever compared to this. I mean, I usually like just wipe brushes off on my little rag, but it sometimes doesn't, especially with dark colors. I always have to get another brush, and now that I have this, I don't have to do that. I think this is very, very cool to have. It's very cool, especially if you're a makeup artist and you're going to be using, you know, different brushes the same day on different clients. Also, if you're someone who doesn't have a lot of brushes, or if you have like favorite brushes like me, this little 221 from MAC, I use this thing like crazy to darken out that outer V, and you know, it's not a cheap brush, so it's not something that I'm going to be buying like 3 or 4 of these. So it's so much easier to just use this and pick up another shade, or the next day use a different color, or even at the same moment if you want to use it for a different thing. You know, so I think this is very, very handy and very cool to have. I think this is very neat. I don't think that the price point is something, you know what I mean, like outrageous, like $30 or $40 where you're going to be like, never gonna try that. But I think that especially with the price point, $16.99, and I know there's a lot of coupon codes out there, and I'll see if I can find one from someone to put down below. I think that it's a good value for your price. You know, it's something that you're going to use on the daily, and I have been using on the daily since I got it. And it's something that, you know, it's going to help you out in your, especially if you're a makeup junkie. If you're not a makeup junkie and you just use one shadow every day, all day, it's not going to be something useful for you. But if you're a makeup junkie and you know you're like into trying new things, wearing all kinds of color, darkening, doing that smoky eye, you know, this is something that is going to come in handy. They even have this really cool, what is it? It's a very cool like band thing for makeup artists where you put it on your forearm and then you can like just wipe them off on there. And I think that is super, super cool because, you know, that's not something that you see every day, and that way you can do different clients. Like if you're doing makeup for a bridal party or things like that, then you can like definitely go from one to the other and not have to be like spot cleaning the brushes, waiting for them to dry or anything like that. So I really do think that these are very, very cool. If they're way too expensive for you, then definitely maybe try a cheaper alternative route. But I definitely would recommend these. I don't feel like they're super, super expensive. You know what I mean? Like they're not something that's gonna break the bank if you get one. So if you are a makeup junkie, I do recommend them. I'm gonna go ahead and show you guys like just using a black eyeshadow right here and applying that. And then I'm going to go ahead and wipe that on here. And it doesn't necessarily make the brush clean as in, you know, like turning it back to like as if you washed it. You know what I mean? Like it's still going to look dirty. But when you try to, you know what I mean? Like if you try to use the brush, there's nothing on the brush itself. You see that? There's nothing on the brush itself. So you can go ahead and pick up another shade. Like let's say, let me get another. Okay, so let me say, like, this beautiful copper shade, like I could pick that up and use that as well, you see, and then I could wipe it in here and use that to take it off, and then it's good to go again. You see, there's no copper, no nothing on there. So I do think it's something very useful, especially if you're into, you know, like I said, you're a makeup junkie, you're into all kinds of like switching and that kind of thing. It's going to be super helpful. And if you're into foiling, definitely get the duo so you can wet the inside as well. So yeah, that's my thought on this. I think it is a really nifty thing, especially if you can afford it. Definitely get one. This is very, very, very cool to try and to have. I hope that I will be able to wash this, like wash them and be able to reuse them before they get too ugly, and then I have to buy one of the refills. So yeah, I think this is a good investment and it'll last you quite a while. So yeah, let me know if you guys have tried this, what your thoughts are. Have you done one of the kind of do-it-yourself ones at home? I'd love to hear from you guys, know your thoughts on it. Thank you guys so much for watching, for subscribing, and until next time, bye guys.